Nuggets make multiple moves. This is huge. Today, the Denver Nuggets announced that Ben Tenzer and John Wallace will be co-VPs of the Denver Nuggets organization. Is this going to maximize Nikola Jokic's prime and finish out his NBA career? We'll see. Amy Sutherland here for Nuggets Digest. Before we talk about all of the news that happened today with the Denver Nuggets, please hit the subscribe button. About 13% of you are watching these videos while being subscribed. Thanks for being our subscribers. The other 86%, please hit the 87% actually, please hit the subscribe button and join our Nuggets Digest community. So, the Denver Nuggets announced this today, that Ben Tenzer will be the executive vice president of basketball operations and John Wallace will be the executive vice president of player personnel. This announcement has come more than a month after the Denver Nuggets season ended and more than 2 months, people, after the firing of the old general manager Calvin Booth. This has been long-awaited news and news that needed to happen as the NBA draft is happening literally this week and free agency is starting next week. That means that these new vice presidents, co-vice presidents are going to have to learn quickly and understand quickly. I believe that because Ben Tenzer has been the interim GM, he's probably been making phone calls, been making a plan. That being said, I would have loved to have seen this news a lot sooner, and the Nuggets dropped this news early this morning, which is a strange time to drop such a bomb on Denver Nuggets fans. But that all being said, of the optics behind these hirings, let's talk about who Ben Tenzer and John Wallace are. So Ben Tenzer first was a member of the Denver Nuggets staff in 2005. He was an intern with the Denver Nuggets. This is crazy talk. Okay, when I was reading about Ben Tenzer and his history with the Denver Nuggets, it is a long-standing history. Then he came back to the team in 2012 and was a legal analyst. In 2013, he became the director of team operations. In that role, he spearheaded the process of getting the G League affiliate, the Grand Rapid Gold. And then in 2024, he entered the season as vice president of basketball operations. He had 4 seasons in that role. At the end of the season, we know what happened. General manager Calvin Booth was fired. Ben Tenzer was declared the interim general manager and now has been demoted, I'm not sure, to president of basketball operations. Let's talk now about John Wallace. John Wallace was a college basketball player and professional basketball player in the EuroLeague. He played at Georgetown, went to the EuroLeague. He played in the NBA D-League. He's been around basketball. I hear from other people that I've heard on the news, on podcasts, that John Wallace is very, very well liked around the NBA. This is great news for the Denver Nuggets organization. Calvin Booth was a general manager that was not quite in touch with a lot of the teams, not well liked, so I hear. John Wallace, the complete opposite of that, very well liked, very respected in the basketball community by other general managers, by other players, by other organizations. So this is great news. He also, this is crazy, he had worked for the Denver Nuggets with Tim Connelly as a scout. Then he went with Tim Connelly, the Denver Nuggets' previous general manager before Calvin Booth, and was working there at the Timberwolves. Now, Ben Tenzer and John Wallace are back. They are back to the Denver Nuggets team to be co-vice presidents. This is leaving that Josh Kroenke a lot of room, a lot of final say on what's needing to be done. I don't think he'll have very much day-to-day input, but any large decisions, Josh Kroenke has the final say. Very interesting choice here, and The way that they are treating this makes me nervous that they're not maximizing Nikola Jokic's prime. If I knew that they were maximizing Nikola Jokic's prime, they would bring in a very experienced GM. They would pay him the money. They would make sure the Denver Nuggets were getting the best general manager. But this could work because they are both new. This is their first time as vice president, whatever, co-general managers. They are going to collaborate. And the Kroenkes believe that collaboration is going to be the key to the Denver Nuggets having success. The Kroenkes have actually tried this before. I found this during my research. In 2006 to 2010, Mark Warkatine was the vice president of basketball ops, and Rex Chapman was the vice president of player personnel. Very similar situation to what we have going on right now. This led to 3 seasons with 50-plus wins, a lot of success for the Denver Nuggets organization at that time. So, will it work for the Denver Nuggets in 2025 and 2026? Yes, because there are not very many trades that need to be happening right now. Not very many trades that are on the horizon. We talk all about trade rumors. At the end of the day, the Denver Nuggets most likely are not going to do anything, especially with the draft being this week and free agency starting next week, and these hirings just now being announced today. Most likely, the Denver Nuggets are not planning to make any big moves, any big swings this offseason. A lot of other teams are out there. Kevin Durant got traded. Drew Holiday just got traded. They're making big swings. The Denver Nuggets are not planning to do anything like that. So, why not give co-vice president a try? The collaboration is a foundational principle of the Denver Nuggets organization. Even Nikola Jokić is a collaborator. He loves being a member of a team. From what we can see and from what he says in his interviews, he is an elite team member, a team member that truly cares about the opinions of those around him, and having a team attitude, a team player attitude that is going to include other people's opinions and take them into consideration before making a decision. This principle will guide the Denver Nuggets organization top down, from the vice presidents, from the president, Josh Kroenke, to the players on the court. That's why I think this is going to be a success. Josh Kroenke a few weeks ago said this about Ben. He said, "Ben and I have been spending a lot of time together, talking about each individual player, how we think we can improve them as individuals and within the context of the team. Ben has a lot of great ideas of how we can improve the front office internally and externally." So this move is going to divide the general manager duties among multiple people. Ben Tenzer will be handling more of the logistics, background, things like that. And John Wallace will be handling the players, who's coming in, who's coming out, how are they going to fit, what's their role going to be like on the team. I can see this being successful. I can see the Denver Nuggets finding a way to make this work and make this be the best choice that they could make. It was a cheap option. It potentially could show that they're not maximizing Nikola Jokic's time, or it could show that they are buying into the principle of collaboration and being a team player. Definitely excited to see what's ahead. With the draft coming this week, the Denver Nuggets have no picks and are not projected to have any picks. But who knows? Maybe these two guys will come in and make a huge swing. I doubt it. But keep up to date. Hit the subscribe button and we'll update you with any Denver Nuggets news. And until next time, go Nuggets.